So yes, I am back like I said I would be to go ahead and fill y'all in on the stuff that I told you that, had to take a minute before I could disclose some of it, etc., etc. As you all know from my previous video, I left my job because of some ongoing issues there that in the future I might be able to disclose that as well. But for now, let's disclose the relevant and important. So I have relocated to Las Vegas, Nevada. And yes, everybody's like, oh my goodness, from LA to Nevada, Las Vegas, why? Um, Number one, I am from California, so it's nothing new to me. I do not feel like this major change from California. Obviously, there's little things, no different than anywhere else in the world. If you have lived there and you go somewhere else, there's things you'll miss, but honestly, it's really no different. Besides the fact that Nevada has a ton of shitty drivers, and yes, that's coming from somebody in California. Excuse me, from California. But anyway, other than that, I actually like it. It's a 24/7, obviously, city. So lots of the things that you can think of doing, want to do, it's always readily available to do. Unlike, things in California. So like, say if you decide to go clubbing, which I don't do because I've been past the club scene. You can club just about at any hour here, which is interesting. But, there's no last call for alcohol. You get what I'm saying? Like in California, I think the last call goes down to like 1:15, 1:30, or 1 o'clock, something like that. But yes, it's a really nice area. But why I left California beyond that situation and leaving work, the three O's: overpriced, overcrowded, overrated. You know, where I was staying in Los Angeles was considered, in a sense, the heart of the main Los Angeles area, which is pretty much the Crenshaw King area, Baldwin Hills. And for what I was paying, which was close to $1,400 a month, for all of maybe 825 square feet, you do the math, blah blah blah. And then it's a brick oven. It's a brick oven, so when it's hot, there's no central air to turn on. There is just, when I say the area that I was in was, pretty much the outskirts of the jungle as far as I'm concerned. The traffic and the people, I was over it. And then the concentration of people are so dense in Los Angeles that it doesn't matter what it is you're trying to do, whether it's, hair, makeup, this, that, is so saturated that unless you have somebody else paying all your bills while you build that kind of clientele or try to build that kind of clientele, you're going to be struggling. And I'm not with the struggle hustle. I'm just not. And so those are just multiple reasons why I decided to leave. But on top of that, in my own spirit, what I felt was, okay, it's time, Nicole. Anytime this happened when I was in San Diego as well. Y'all like my hair? I went on ahead and fell in with the creamy crack, y'all. I been going straight up just natural as far as no chemical process, all that stuff. That is for a special woman that got the time, and I don't. I know how to take care of my hair in a relaxed state, and guess what? No different than you saw when I big chopped the hell out of it and cut it all off. If this goes awry, guess what? I will big chop and cut it off again. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So it just, in my spirit felt it was time for a change. I felt the exact same way when I left San Diego. It felt like no matter what I did, it was an uphill battle to remain in that place. And that's really just life telling you it's time for a change. It's time for the scenery to shift. It's just something else out there for you, and it's not where you're staying. It's not where you're at. So I listened to it, so it's a good thing. As far as, do I like Vegas? I mean, I've been here at this point, like I said, a little over 2.5, close to 3 weeks at this point. And it honestly feels like just the outside part of California, really. It's a 4.5 hour drive to get back to the LA area if I'm really missing LA, but even the things that I would be missing LA for, food, stuff like that, they have it here. Where I stay, I'm literally within a 5 mile radius, 3 to 5 mile radius of everything. And when I say, let me run some stuff off. Okay, there within that radius, there is a In-N-Out, there is a Sonic, there's a Macaroni Grill, there's an Outback Steakhouse, there is a Best Buy, the Olive Garden down the street, Target down the way, Walmart down the way if you're a Wally World kind of person, Office Depot, a PetSmart. There's nothing. Oh, chicken Lolo's out here, not Roscoe's. Lolo's chicken and waffles. And believe it or not, I actually like Lolo's better than Roscoe's. But all of these things are right here. Beauty Supply Warehouse, all this stuff is here. And no different. You get up, you go to these places, and you handle your business. So I don't feel like I left anything, because unfortunately I'm not that close with much of my family. I have a handful of family members that I talk to regularly, etc., etc. But overall, it's always been just me. So not pressed. But what else? Yeah, I mean, I like Vegas, and where I stay, for the price I stay, would be pretty much this city I stay in is kind of, to me, the equivalent of the Culver City, almost Northridge area. That's kind of what I would compare this area. Oh yeah, there's a Whole Foods, a Trader Joe's right now. There's nothing that I need that I don't have access to over here on the west side. So, yeah, that's just what it is. But what I pay to stay here is literally half. Okay. And when I think about what I paid in LA, okay, like I said, $1,400, no AC, had to pay for parking garage, otherwise you pretty much had to play the fine parking game every night, and I'm not with that. After, car note, bills and all that stuff, you're paying close to, anywhere from $1,700 to $2,000 just to pay bills to live and survive. And then you got to think about, your savings and other things you may want to do, go out to eat or go shop for some clothes if you need them or whatever. Those things are not factored in, I think, when people want to call themselves being in the state of California. California is expensive. And unless you want to be in the boondocks, places like, San Bernardino, Moreno Valley, way out, which are, they're close to LA. But given the traffic, you're going to be fighting it. And that's another thing. Like I said, besides these shitty drivers, there ain't no traffic here. I mean, you will obviously hit traffic if you go to the Strip, but that's a touristy portion of Las Vegas. So that would be the case anywhere you go, that it's a touristy place. But for the most part, even the Strip, that can be avoided. I don't think I've left at any hour between 7 a.m. all the way up to 4 or 5 p.m. and hit any real traffic in Las Vegas. What they consider traffic is not traffic to me, and what they consider distance to me is not. And apparently that's the norm for people, coming from California, moving to Nevada. They don't think that the time and the distance is long, because we're so used to sitting in traffic and it taking a half an hour to get somewhere that should only really be a 7-10 minute drive. Just, it's crazy. So there's things about Las Vegas that I really, really like, and I'm cool and I can get with it. So other than that, what else? Oh yeah, as you can see, I'm all dressed in black. And I did, of course, naturally, what I always do. I reached out to the regional side to request the transfer of my employee ID number with Mac. But apparently, they want you to go somewhat go through the process again to do so, because obviously if you relocate to a new area or state, they don't know you. They don't know your work, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, damn it. So either way, got in touch with her. She was super helpful about putting me in touch with the resident trainer here. and making sure that I was able to get in, interview with him, etc., etc. Of course, you know, bam, 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 the handshake, we think you'd be welcome, you know, excuse me, we think you'd be awesome, blah, blah, blah. So I am officially part of the MAC freelance team in Las Vegas. So all I'm waiting on now is my number to be transferred to this region and right back at it. So in case you guys are wondering, lip color is Yash, Y-A-S-H, by MAC. Yeah. So, yeah, that's just what's going on with me. So if you want to stick around, I'm going to go ahead and give you my moving story. You can cut the, you know, shut this video down if you want to hear the moving story, but I'm going to tell a moving story because I don't care when I move, how I move, where I move, I always have the worst luck on move day. So I'm all about that Craigslist life. I have a love-hate relationship with Craigslist, as I've explained before. Put an ad up, best offer gets the job, because I'm not going to do the Beau Garden, and I'm not paying anybody $1,000 for you to literally put my shit on a truck, drive it somewhere else, and put it in my living room. I'm not paying you that. To me, feasible and reasonable is anywhere from $600 to $800. That's reasonable, because everything's already boxed up. I don't need you to pack anything. You're literally just putting it in a truck, driving it where it has to go, and taking it out of the truck. So either way, this asshole responds to my stuff, keeps in touch with me. Mind you, I put this ad up close to 6 weeks before I was moving to make sure I had something locked in place. He responds, blah, blah, blah. He reaches out to me like 2 weeks before the move, just, oh, you know, are you ready to move, blah, 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 kind of shit. And I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever. So then the week before we're supposed to move, you know, bust the move, he hits me up talking about he needs a $150 deposit. Which I was like, well, why didn't you mention this deposit when you reached out and responded to the ad? Because I'm thinking, first off and foremost, I'm thinking you have your own damn little moving equipment, since you say you have your own little small moving business that generally does between Vegas and Los Angeles. So I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm not going to be no fool and hand you no cash. Because I found it interesting that, like, you know, he kept trying to get me to pay him in any manner other than, like, PayPal. Something that could be traced. And I don't play that. So I was like, I'll pay you through PayPal. Because that ain't going to be nothing but a dispute to get my money back if you do something stupid. So either way, pay this fool through PayPal. Mind you, he came to my house to do this. So I got your face. I got your license plate. I got your emails. I got photos. You're just stupid. But either way, boom. The day before I'm supposed to move, I shoot him a text message just to confirm, you know, hey, are we, you know, what time are you arriving in the morning? I thought, you know, make sure you're arriving at 7:38 so we can get rocking and rolling and be on the road by 11 o'clock. Because again, this is a out-of-state move. So I don't have time for you to be running 45 minutes, an hour late when I got to be somewhere within the next 6 hours after we get started, because otherwise, you know, the rental office, leasing office or whatnot is going to be closed. I just don't have time for it. So he don't never respond. So naturally, because I ain't no damn fool no damn way, I already had somebody back up to get me moved. But then he calls me, excuse me, not calling me, he sends me an email the following morning at 8:30. Mind you, he was supposed to be there at 7:30. So even if something was popping off, he's telling me you didn't have a phone, an email, or nothing to get a hold of me, knowing that you're supposed to be moving me. Okay? Talking about someone broke in his home and he got robbed. They took his cell phone. They took his credit cards. They took his computer. Because I spent the night at my girlfriend's house. And boy, bye. Stop with this lying shit. But if you need me to help you move, I can still get there on time. I said, okay, sure. So then another hour goes. Mind you, we already about to bust the packing. Okay? Sure. Then he calls me close to like an hour, some change later, talking about he done got into an accident and he's somebody with his truck. Boy, if you don't get the fuck off my phone. So I said, okay, well, tell you what. And it's only because he's being in touch. Because at this point, I'm like, dude, just refund me my goddamn $150 before I cuss your ass out. So he claimed, okay, well, you know, I'll submit the request for the refund, blah, 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 whatever. I just opened a dispute with PayPal because I'm not going to play these games with you. And then I left a review on your bullshit ass bartending website. And I put everything that happened right there, saying that you didn't return my $150 willingly. You are a scammer. And everybody's going to know it. Oh, just in case y'all need to know, www.tjcbar.com. Traveling around with a bunch of bottles in your truck does not make you a bartender, honey. So yes, either way, like I said, I don't care what it is, I always have the worst luck. But again, fortunately, I ended up getting excellent movers that got my stuff here. And apparently it would have been easier to lose that $150 because he probably would have tried to take off with all my shit. So better safe than sorry on that note. Yeah, I always have the worst luck when I'm trying to move. I remember last time I moved, when I was moving to Baldwin Hills, U-Haul decided to play bookkeeper, trying to say that I owed them $150 and wouldn't rent me the truck. Mind you, the moving day. Why would you let me book something online if I owed you money? So that the day of my move, when I arrived, you're telling me I owe you $150 before you can give me keys to get moved? Oh, I didn't give U-Haul a damn thing. I said, because that rental unit you're talking about has been closed and ain't nobody held on to no receipt from over 10 years ago. And I know you're full of crap and I know I don't owe you nothing. So I just filed a Better Business Bureau complaint and moved on with my life and still got moved. Moving is such a stressful, y'all know. But either way, thank you for standing by for the shitty move portion of the video. Hey, but again, I'm here in Vegas in a much better space, feeling better, looking better, just happier, much happier. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, blah, 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 feel free to leave a message below and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching again. Bye.